Welcome, dear listeners, to another chilling episode of Wicked Whispers, where the shadows come alive and nightmares whisper their secrets. Eastern State Penitentiary, located in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, stands as a testament to America's dark history of incarceration. Opened in 1829, this prison was designed to inspire true penitence in the hearts of its inmates through solitary confinement. Its imposing Gothic architecture and innovative design made it a model for over 300 prisons worldwide. However, behind its walls, countless stories of despair, suffering, and death unfolded, leaving an indelible mark that some believe persists in the form of restless spirits. This is the story of the ghosts of Eastern State Penitentiary, a narrative rich with eerie incidents and chilling encounters. Eastern State Penitentiary was revolutionary for its time. Designed by architect John Haviland, it featured a radial floor plan with cell blocks radiating from a central hub, allowing guards to monitor multiple areas from a single point. Inmates were confined to solitary cells, each equipped with a small exercise yard. The philosophy was that isolation would lead to reflection, repentance, and ultimately, rehabilitation. Over the years, Eastern State housed some of America's most notorious criminals. Among them were Al Capone, who spent 8 months in a relatively comfortable cell adorned with fine furniture, rugs, and even a radio. Another infamous inmate was bank robber Willie Sutton, who attempted a daring escape in 1945 through a 97-foot tunnel. While the prison's intent was reformative, the reality was often far more brutal. Solitary confinement led to severe psychological distress for many inmates. Stories of madness, suicide, and violent outbursts became common. The cells, though designed for solitary reflection, became chambers of torment, and the screams of suffering inmates echoed through the halls. Reports of paranormal activity at Eastern State began long before it closed in 1971. Guards and inmates alike spoke of strange noises, disembodied voices, and shadowy figures. One of the earliest documented encounters involved a guard in the 1940s who claimed to have seen a ghostly figure in one of the cell blocks. The apparition was described as a man in old-fashioned prison garb, wandering aimlessly through the corridor. After the prison closed, it fell into a state of disrepair. Yet, the stories of hauntings persisted. Visitors to the abandoned penitentiary reported hearing eerie footsteps, whispers, and the clanking of cell doors. Some claimed to see ghostly figures peering out from the shadows or standing at the end of long, empty hallways. One of the most haunted areas of the prison is cell block 12. Visitors and staff have reported seeing shadowy figures darting in and out of cells. The sound of disembodied laughter and whispers often fills the air. Some have felt an unseen presence brush past them or experienced a sudden drop in temperature. In the early 1990s, a locksmith named Gary Johnson was working to restore the old locks in cell block 4. He reported a spine-chilling encounter with the supernatural. As he removed a 140-year-old lock from a cell door, he felt an overwhelming sense of dread. He claimed that the air around him grew cold, and he saw a shadowy figure standing in the cell. The figure then disappeared, leaving Johnson deeply shaken. Death Row, where condemned prisoners spent their final days, is another hotspot for paranormal activity. Visitors have reported seeing phantom faces peering out from the cell windows. Some have heard the unmistakable sound of heavy footsteps pacing back and forth, as if the spirits of the condemned are still restless. Even the warden's house, located on the prison grounds, is said to be haunted. One of the most famous accounts involves a ghostly apparition of a warden's wife, who is often seen standing at the window, looking out with a sorrowful expression. Some believe she is waiting for her husband, who was allegedly murdered by an inmate in a fit of rage. Eastern State Penitentiary has been the focus of numerous paranormal investigations. Teams from shows like Ghost Hunters and Ghost Adventures have documented compelling evidence of supernatural activity. They have captured EVPs, electronic voice phenomena, mysterious shadows, and even apparitions on camera. These investigations have only added to the prison's reputation as one of the most haunted places in America. Today, Eastern State Penitentiary is a popular tourist attraction. Its ghost tours draw visitors from around the world, eager to experience the paranormal for themselves. Guides recount the prison's dark history and share tales of ghostly encounters. Many visitors leave with their own stories of unexplained phenomena, convinced that the spirits of Eastern State still roam its dark, crumbling corridors. Accounts from former staff and visitors add to the eerie narrative. One former tour guide recounted an experience where she felt a sudden, icy grip on her arm while leading a group through cell block 12. She turned to find no one there, but the sensation lingered, leaving her unnerved. Another visitor reported seeing a man in an old-fashioned prison uniform walking through the yard, only to disappear when approached. Among the many spectral legends of Eastern State, one particularly haunting tale is that of the Quaker ghost. It is said that the spirit of a Quaker prison reformer, who was deeply involved in the early days of the penitentiary, still walks the grounds. Dressed in traditional Quaker attire, this ghostly figure is often seen near the chapel, perhaps continuing his mission of penitence and reform from beyond the grave. Even as Eastern State Penitentiary stands as a historical monument, the hauntings continue. Paranormal enthusiasts and curious visitors alike are drawn to the prison, hoping to catch a glimpse of the otherworldly. The stories of disembodied voices, shadowy figures, and ghostly apparitions make it a place where history and the supernatural intertwine, creating an atmosphere of perpetual intrigue and fear. The ghosts of Eastern State Penitentiary serve as a chilling reminder of the prison's dark past. From the earliest reports of paranormal activity to modern-day ghost tours, the spirits of Eastern State continue to captivate and terrify those who dare to explore its haunted halls. This detailed account offers a glimpse into the eerie world of Eastern State Penitentiary, a place where the past and the supernatural collide, leaving an indelible mark on all who visit.